And the good thing about Hughton, now I know you were very much generally speaking, Mike, when you said that managers tend to fall into either camps. You concentrate on the tactics and the way you set out your players, or you concentrate on the man management style of things. Well, I mean, clearly Hughton's got a bit of both, because at the weekend he managed to restrict a Blackburn side to 2 shots on target, a side who've had 32 shots on target in their previous 3 games. By all accounts, Forest were fairly rigid. I think Bryce Samba had very little to do in that game. So, he must be able to do that side of the game too, which is quite exciting for Forest fans, isn't it?
Yeah. Great stat, by the way. I wasn't aware of that.
I'd like to thank Good Brand Stats on Twitter for that, by the way. I can't take the credit myself.
Okay. Well, he's definitely got both sides of it. He's very appreciative of the technical side. He never really, he was saying quite early on in his first press conference that I think we need to get back to basics in terms of being difficult to beat. And I think that's always a starting point for Hughton in any job he's had previously. He's very much about staying in games. He's very much about, he's not the sort of manager that ever wants his team to become rudderless. And he wants his team to play nice, pretty football and attractive football and, get the ball down, get it out wide, stretch the pitch and things like that. But there's no point if the fundamentals aren't there. There's no point playing this nice, taking one step forward, 2 steps back defensively then afterwards. He's always about that solid basis first. And, there was clues in his first press conference that was the way he was going to set up at Blackburn, that we need to, first of all, get back to being a difficult team to beat and a team that other teams don't want to play against. And he knows he's got the players that are capable of, they've got the experience to stay disciplined and can carry out the instructions. And, I think this is what potentially separates Hughton now from previous jobs as well, is that he's come in with no preconceptions of how he's going to play a particular system as yet. And he's going to try to use as many of the players as possible because, 7 games in 22 days or whatever it is coming up right now. I think we're going to get an incremental approach where each international break, it will just go on a step further. And this first batch of games for him, I think we're going to see more players used in the first batch of games than the second batch of, where the quick turnarounds come again. And I think each time one of these heavy periods comes, he'll just get a little bit further down the line of what his team's going to look like. And then in the new year, I'd like to think he'd settle on one or two particular systems that are all based in the same principles. But right now, I think we could see Forest, and I think he's alluded to this himself, Hughton, that we could see them play many different formations in many different games at the beginning. And I don't think that's something that Hughton would have been comfortable doing earlier in his career.